I'm a 17-year-old kid trapped in a 56-year-old body.
I'm right there with you.
And I don't want to be anywhere any different. I love that. You know,
of course.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mixtapes. I'm your host, Eric Stanglin, and right next to me always is my co-host, Mr. Mark Moots. How you doing today, sir?
Dude, I am good. We're so fortunate today because in my opinion, we are in the room with heavy metal royalty.
I'm not going to disagree with you, my friend. Yeah. I first saw this gentleman play in, I believe, 1994. He was on tour with Pantera, and they were absolutely amazing. So we're going to talk a lot of good stuff today, talk about some metal, talk about maybe some guitar playing, all this good stuff. He is founder of Soulfly. He also plays in Sepultura. Amazing singer, guitar player. Welcome to the show, Mr. Max Cavalera. How are you doing today, sir?
Thank you. And I'm going to borrow a line from Lemmy. You guys are both romantic fools. I love it. Back in the day, I gave Lemmy a compliment. I said, Lemmy, you're the ultimate badass. You're incredible. You're great. And he looked at me and goes, you're a romantic fool, Max Cavalera. That made my day. I was like, that's so cool, man.
Dude. I agree with you. So he was just being humble, and I appreciate you doing the same.
Well, yeah, 100%. And you know, one of the coolest things about that right off the bat, man, is what I want to ask you, because I'm always curious about this personally, is do you remember like your first musical memory when you decided that like you wanted music to be a part of your life?
Yeah, man. My brother was a drummer. I think born drummer because he used to play with our soccer team, Palmeiras. He would play drums with the organized, crowd there, like gang, whatever they call it, like 40 drummers. So he was really good. So I was like, well, I wanted to be a drummer, but he was much better than me. So I remember my dad had an acoustic guitar laying around that my dad used to play Italian songs. So I grabbed that guitar and I didn't like how it looked. So I broke a mirror and I glued all the mirrors to try to look like Paul
Stanley.
Yes. My mom was mad. My mom was like, "You broke my favorite mirror," you know.
But I was like, "I look cool, Mom."
I used like super glue. It was like a total ghetto job, man. It was crazy, but came out cool. And then I learned my first riff with it I still remember, it was Heaven and Hell.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Kind of a hard riff actually for a beginner. For most people, first riff is like Smoke on the Water, or mine
Iron
was
Man.
And I tried for like days. When I finally nailed it, man, I was doing backflips in the backyard. It's like, yes, I got this. I got it. I think I got this part down. So I think that's my early memory of music. Not even been jammed with Igor yet, but just know that both of us really love music, and knowing that my father played guitar, I think kind of helped me also a little bit. Like I knew that he had some music in him, So all of that kind of contributed to. I wish I still had that guitar. That would be cool to have that. Like it's gone. I probably sold it for something. I don't know. I don't remember.
Dude, that's great.
It was cool. It looked cool. It was like a ghetto version of the Paul Stanley guitar.
Let me ask you this real quick. How many times did you cut your right hand on it with all that glass?
Oh, yeah, no. This is the funny part. So right after that, I bought my first real guitar in a used pawn shop in Brazil. And I remember I grabbed it and it looks okay. It's a little beat up, and I remember the first time I tried to do like a slide, a bunch of wood things came, stabbed my finger and I'm bleeding. And so right then I nicknamed that guitar Podreira, which means the rotten. So like I told all my friends, this is the rotten, this is, I got a brand new guitar. It's the rotten, but yeah, so Yeah, bleed. I bled a lot with those things, but it was great. And I remember also taking it home, playing it, and it's like, where's the sound? Went back to the store. I told the guys like, hey, it's not making the sound like the records. Like, well, yeah, you need a cable, you need an amplifier, and maybe a distortion pedal if you want to get that crazy heavy metal sound. And I was like heartbroken. Like, I gotta buy all of that. But I thought I just need the guitar.
Oh,
Good,
that's funny.
No, it's like you need a whole lot of other stuff, kid. I was like, it's like I gotta work some more now. Then get the other stuff.
That's great. And that's so, dude. You have been creating music for over 40 years now. Is my mathing? Is that right?
Yeah, your math's probably better than mine. I stopped counting probably 20 years ago.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like 83 is when we
Okay.
officially formed
Yeah.
with Sepultura. And so
Man.
yeah, it's a long time. It's a long time. Yeah.
So it's a long time, but the Shama still burns, huh?
Yeah, man. Like inspiration is a funny thing. It's when you have it, you better enjoy it and grab it the bull by the horns.
Yes. Yeah.
Because you never know. I had a couple periods of like writer's block, they call or whatever, or not being inspired. But I think when we entered Shama, something clicked, and it was just cool to work with Zyon and a bunch of friends, also Dino and Arthur Rizik mixing. It was a good process, it was fun, and I think I found myself in love with the whole thing again, because it kind of comes and goes sometimes.
Sure.
Although I never really quit, those 40 years are non-stop music. The only brief period of break was between Sepultura and Soulfly.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's been like non-stop touring, recording, So yeah, I mean, I feel Shama. I like the record a lot. I love the reviews. I thought the reviews are great. I think a lot of people really dig the record. We did a little tour for already in the U.S. West Coast, and you were there, and
yes,
I think people are digging the record, and I gotta tell you, after this is 13 Soulfly records without. Then you got Nailbomb, Sepultura, Killer Be Killed.
Yes.
Die.
Yeah.
It's a lot of music, man, but I feel that's cool to be inspired at my age, still be in love with metal the way I am. I'm a 17-year-old kid trapped in a 56-year-old body.
I'm right there with you.
and I don't want to be anywhere any different. I love that.
Of course.
Like I'll fight tooth and nail to keep that purity, because I think that's a beautiful thing, man. That love for something pure like metal, and how much it kind of helps you also through life. People go through serious things, and if music is there to help you, use it, man. Go for it, because it's a great thing for therapy, for everything, man. Metal is just good for you. Like my cup says, today's good mood is sponsored by heavy metal.
Yeah. No,
it's the best thing, best drug in the world.
I totally agree. I think it is the best medicine for whatever ails you, and for people like yourself and musicians like Eric and I, like I'm a lifer. Like I've been listening to heavy metal basically my whole life, and there's nothing that has ever made me think that maybe I should stop or be different. I just am who I am, and heavy metal is such a huge part of that for me.
Yeah.
And it always has been.
That's what's cool about metal, the loyalty,
Yes.
But I think a lot of fans feel the same way, and I entering now generations and generations. It's funny. I go on tour and I meet the dad's a Sepultura fan, the kid's a Soulfly fan, and talking to each other, I go, Have you, you know, I'll tell the dad, have you show your kid Beneath the Remains? You better, you know, and then I'll tell the kid, have you show your dad Dark Ages? You know, he might like that one. You know, that's closer to the old Sepul stuff.
Yeah,
It's cool to see the generation and generation like you say, lifer. You know, a
yes,
lot of fans are lifers, and they're in this journey with you. You know, through thick and thin. Man, it's great.
absolutely. I mean, I've been following you since, well, Beneath the Remains, honestly. And I will say, as far as Shama goes, like, this album sounds inspired. Like, I've been listening to it a lot since we've been working this out. And since, well, we played with you and did the whole thing, but like, this album, it feels different to me. And one of the things I really, really am enjoying about it is like, it's everything you want from Max Cavalera, you know, but it sounds modern, but it doesn't sound modern. Like, I can tell that you guys are off the grid, that this sounds like it's live in a room to me. It's
Yeah,
like brutal and savage and heavy, and it's noisy as fuck. Like, there's
yeah,
just shit happening everywhere, right?
yeah,
But the groove remains, all the cool tribal elements you work with remain. Um, there's that like hardcore punk attitude that's in there for sure. Like, hardcore is a real thing, but you're also really sneaky. There's a lot of atmosphere and stuff that I guess I didn't expect, that I really, really dig.
right
Um,
on. And it's short too. It's
yeah,
cool.
well, it's concise, you know. Like, you get in, you get out, you get everything you want, and you can do it again.
Yeah,
Um,
we consciously I thought let's trim a lot of the fat. A lot of the
yeah,
other records had a lot of stuff that maybe was like unnecessary, and let's just go for the grab you by the throat type of vibe, you know. And
yeah,
I was using as reference a little bit. Raining Blood was a bit of a point
Mm.
of reference, you know. It's like those are 30 amazing minutes that you
yes,
can spend with a record. That when you get to the end, you know, go back to the go and go listen again, you know.
yep,
Even though if it feels short, it doesn't matter. I think it's better to kind of like less is more
yeah,
type of attitude and thing, you know. But yeah, the noisy thing, that's I can't take credit for it. That's not me. I never done a record like that.
okay,
That's all my son Zyon. He produced the record, and he's telling me like, you've been doing records your whole life, but it'd be cool if we try something different. Like, we do the riffs and then we do a passage with all noises and shit, and then we made it later. We'll put all that together. And at first I'd be like, that's kind of crazy. I don't know that, man. You know, like I might overpower the riff. You know? But we tried and it sounded sick. It really
yes,
sounded great. And I was like, let's go, let's run with this, man. And I think that made the record different from the other records that I made, you know, like
hmm,
especially if you listen to it in headphones, there's a lot of
yep,
crazy shit going on.
it sure is.
The percussion and
Yeah.
the pedals, like we had a sea of pedals in front of it, like maybe like 200 guitar pedals that
Holy
Holy shit.
shit.
yeah.
You know, I was going to ask you that too, is like, so your son's producing it. It's like, that's
Yeah.
an interesting dynamic, right? Because it's like your dad, you've done this, you've been doing it forever. Like, was it easy to let go of the reins to let your son produce it? Like, did you have the son dad moments at times, or were you just like, hey, he's in a producer chair, like I'm looking at him as a producer, not as my son, or how did that work?
Kind of a little bit of all of that, but I think that the coolest thing to me was the risk factor. I thought I like risk. I like taking risks. I think that's part of being a musician, is to take risks and do things that sounds crazy at first, but if you let it roll, s- believe that somehow it's gonna work out, you know. So even though Zion never produced a record before, his enthusiasm was contagious. It was incredible. And he was really keen into like making a record that sounds different from the other ones.
Mm,
And I think that was kind of really cool and interesting. And so it was like yeah, kind of I sat back and let him drive the car, you know.
And hope it didn't crash, right?
Hope we don't crash, you know. You know, so far so good, man. I think it came out really cool. But I think the enthusiasm part, the excitement part, that was really killer to see. It actually remind me of a young Max to me, like see Zion the way he was with the record. It remind me of me when I was doing Beneath the Remains.
Oh
That's
wow.
how I was, full of energy and all these dreams in your head, and it is really cool. He's really passionate. He was really passionate about the project. Um, we both got the name of the album from watching Alex Pereira fighting in UFC.
Okay.
His catchphrase is Shama, and we got the name from that. So we bonded on the UFC thing, and we brought that with the metal. And I think that was really cool. And I always thought, to me, a producer job is really like to motivate you and get something out of you that you cannot get out yourself. And
Yes.
if I'm producing the album myself, then there's no way to do that. It's real hard to do that with yourself.
Yeah.
Gotta get somebody else. And also I told him, like, don't be a yes man. Like, you gotta tell me no. Like don't go overboard. If you have a great riff, we're gonna fucking use it. And you don't say no to all the riffs.
Right.
But don't just be a yes man. Don't be like, anything I throw at you, it'd be like. So there was a lot of that in the studio, kind of like, oh, okay, this is good, but did you have something better than that? And I was like, oh, okay, now you're challenging me. Okay, let's go get it. Let's go get it.
Let me ask you this. I didn't mean to interrupt. Let me ask you this because it just popped into my head. Did that make you guys closer also? Like being in the studio, having that, that give and take that way? Do you feel like that helped your son for future in terms of music? Like being able to do that and tell his dad, hey, that riff's not this, that, and you guys start collaborating more. Did that help him, do you think, and you guys' relationship?
Well, I've been drilling with him for 10 years now, kind of like wanting him to be more involved, like, man, be excited, be proud to be in a band like Soulfly. There's a lot of really good things, and he doesn't really like the early stuff that he did, stuff like Savages and Archangel. Although I thought those records were okay, he doesn't really like the older records, and little by little he got really into drumming a lot, and it was really cool to see. Like, I think somehow, somewhere, is switch in his head, like he wants to be a really good drummer, like a really solid drummer, and so he worked really hard on it, and he really, little by little, became a really amazing drummer. It's great to watch live. It's really visual to watch, and he does different shit every night. It's really cool. Kind of like drove me crazy earlier. I was like, it's the same shit every night, man. I play with drummers my whole life where the shit is the same, like, and then I realized, dude, that's cool. Like, that's unique. You're the only drummer that I know that does that. Like that, you change every night, like almost like in a different part of a song, you do something different than you did the night before. And that's like super exciting and cool for a musician to hear. And I think our bond grew from that. I have a great bond with both of my kids because I get to play with different bands with both of them. Soulfly, Igor's with Go Ahead and Die, and Cavalera doing all the old stuff. So it's really cool, like best of both worlds. But yeah, it's finally Zion's actually like really into, because he used to only like also like old metal, like only like Black Sabbath and you know
Like Maiden, Priest,
yeah,
like that type. Yeah.
even older, like Jimi Hendrix and shit.
Okay.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'll be like, yeah, you gotta listen to some of this newer bands, and then we start going on tour with some newer bands, and that's what was, I think, kind of like click with him. Like we went on tour with 200 Stab Wounds, and we went on tour with Body Box, and I think he watched those guys live, and oh, I got it, I get it, this is cool. So now he likes that kind of stuff, and um, so you see, so now we talk the same language, you know. Even though I love the classics, and I think that's great. I love, you know, who doesn't love Sabbath, you know?
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool, like going to writing the album. It's about a 40-minute drive to the jam pad, and so every day we jam different stuff, and it was kind of cool. Like he would play me like stuff like Schizophrenia, and ask me questions like, "What the hell was through your going on in your mind when you made that riff?" You know, and I was like, "Shit, I don't know, probably drugs and booze, man." If I'm being very honest, nah, I'm just
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
but yeah, it's cool. Like his curiosity for my older works is there. Um, Same with Igor. Igor got really excited to do Chaos AD. Like that was his favorite Sepul record. And when we started learning the stuff, it was really intense and really exciting. But yeah, I think that I got a great bond with both of the kids now, and I get to jam with both of them, and that's a dream come true for me since they were born. I was like, please God, don't let them be lawyers and so
Yeah, but that could help too for your career, right?
doctors. I mean, it would be cool. Rock and rollers is better. I get to jam with them. You
Yeah,
know?
there you go.
For sure.
That's great. No, I talked to Zyon a little bit at the show we played with you, and he was so cool. Like he was just looking for a good cup of coffee, and I couldn't get him one. But he was really, really kind, and it was awesome. And Igor, he plays in Nailbomb with you now too. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That album.
in January.
Yeah, that album is just one of the greatest things. You have so many side projects. Is there anywhere like you haven't gone yet that you want to go, like sounds or style or anything you want to experiment with?
I mean, I'm always curious. I'm a curious person by nature, and I like to. That's why I like to listen to a lot of different stuff, not just metal. You know, like I listen to a lot of, you know, Dead Can Dance and Massive Attack and like sounds, sonic landscapes. Um, I don't know. I don't right now. I think the plate's pretty full. Like to get another side project, I was like,
Sure.
step on there, buddy. Slow down. You know, you got too many. You know,
Yeah.
hard to find time to do all of them. Um, but yeah, I always thought you know, there's always sometimes in my head I was like, oh, that would be cool to mix this kind of music with that kind of music. That would have been something cool can happen with that.
Yeah.
I do have like stuff planning though to do. Like we have another Go Ahead and Die record that we want to do.
Cool.
And I already talked to Igor about it. It's gonna be straight up grindcore, like no bullshit.
Oh shit. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, I don't even think we're gonna do a song that's over a minute.
Excellent.
Yeah, everything is gonna be just grind, rip your head off,
Yeah.
type shit. Yeah, so I'm very excited for that. Whenever comes time to do that. But yeah, it's like it's fun to do to talk to them about ideas like that and you know future projects like that. We do have a little break right now in the holidays, which is nice. This year we went hard. I think shit, I played close to 200 shows or
Wow.
80.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. I was on the road a lot this year. By the end of this last tour, it was like we were looking, you know, it was like people were looking at us like, yeah, you need to go home, but you know, one of those like, oh shit, you're pushing it now. Plus, I was doing 2 shows a night, you know, which is not
Yeah.
not
Well,
that easy.
I actually was going to ask you, how is that when you're out on the road and you're doing the Go Ahead and Die stuff into the Soulfly stuff? Or I'm sure you've done like Nailbomb into either Cavalera or Soulfly or things like that. Like, how's the throat?
It was good, man. It was. I didn't know what to expect because I never really done a tour doing both shows. I done offshore like the Max Dynasty show in Phoenix, but not a whole tour. And it was kind of crazy because it was back to back. I thought it would have been better to have a band between us.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I really think about it, it's actually better not go straight to the other one. It's easier,
Well, you're warm, right?
You're warm and adrenaline's pumping, and you kind of ready for the next one. You just kind of like 15 minutes, and you're already ready for the next show.
Awesome. You're a fucking warrior, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, and I'm doing it again in Australia. I'm doing Nailbomb and Soulfly.
Wow.
Yeah, there's 5 shows, and I'm excited for that show. But after that, I think just one tour, one at a time.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
good idea.
We're back to our normal programming.
There you go. That's great. Well, I know that we're running low on time. I guess I just really want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to talk to us, man. It's been an absolute honor.
Thank you, guys.
You're one of the greats, man. Seriously. Eric, do you
Yeah, I just want to say thank you, man. I mean, seeing you guys in '94 with Pantera was awesome. I teach guitar for a living. I'm still teaching some of your stuff, which is awesome. It's nice to see the younger generation. I got an 11-year-old kid, and it's neat to take him to shows, which is fun. So like I know the bond with the dad and the son thing, playing music, and he's playing saxophone right now in school. So I don't know if he'll get into guitar. I'm not pushing him. I'm just kind of seeing if he kind of gets there or whatnot. But that's a wonderful thing that you get to play with your kids, man. And I really appreciate all the time you gave us today, man. It was really, really generous of you, man. And keep doing what you're doing, because we all are lifers, man. And one other thing I want to say before we go is, some of my best friends are from metal. When I was a kid, like having like the battle jacket, or having like, you're writing Black Sabbath or Van Halen or, Iron Maiden on your textbooks, and then somebody sees it, and then you become friends, or there's a guy in your school that's got long hair, and I'm like, I bet he plays guitar. And you go talk to him, and then you have these lifelong friendships, man. So yeah, you're a lifer, brother, and we appreciate
Thank you, guys.
Absolutely.
Thank you for the chat. It was great.
I really appreciate it, man. Good luck, my friend. Enjoy the holidays too, okay?
Take care. Happy holidays, guys.
Take care, Max.
Bye.
I'm just going to say the word. I'm going to say one word. That's all I'm going to say. Lifer.
100%.
Yeah.
And I would also add to that, real.
Yeah, 100%.
Like genuine.
Don't disagree, man.
Max was, I was just grateful to have the time that we had with him.
Yeah, 100%.
He really is a bona fide legend in my mind. Riffs, songs, his voice alone.
Yeah.
If you liked thrash,
yeah,
good Lord, Sepultura was a standard setter.
100%. And they don't get as much credit as they deserve to.
No,
unfortunately.
No.
Everybody focuses on the big four, but there's some guys on the outside kind of waving their hands in the air, going, "Hey, what about us? Like, we do belong there."
I think Sepultura could have given all the big four a run for their money.
I don't disagree. I mean, it's so hard. It's so hard because who knows who we're going to get on the show.
Sure.
Do you see what I'm saying? But I could tell you this right now. Just being a fan.
Yes.
I'm not talking shit. Just being a fan. I could take one of the big four out and put Sepultura in with confidence.
Sure.
With confidence. I could do that. Literally. And I think because like, how the people say like the big six, if you heard that.
Or the five where you add Exodus.
And Testament.
That's what I Testament hear. Would be six.
The big six, right?
But that's I think that there is a strong case to be made that Sepultura belongs, regardless of anything. I think if you're going to make a top whatever, Sepultura should be in that conversation.
Yeah.
Max Cavalera should be in that conversation. And if he's not, I think you're wrong.
And I'm not going to disagree with you, man. And like how that band weaved in and out of styles. Like, think about this, man. I mean, let's go here for a second. they really brought the tribal vibe to metal.
Dude, well,
Like,
yeah,
like
I mean,
authentically, let's put it that way. There was definitely tribal
yes.
drum shit going on in rock and metal. They
No, they
authentically
went to the
brought it,
rainforest and like recorded with
which
an
is
indigenous tribe.
crazy, right?
And then he's continued that his evolution and exploration of cultures and things. I just think it was just an absolute pleasure to talk to him
Absolutely.
today.
One,
Great guy.
100%, man. Like I would say at every end of every conversation / episode, be good to yourselves, be good to others, especially in this day and age, and do why we started the podcast. Listen to some more music this week, and we'll talk to you guys soon.